Yeah, walking me the money, I feel like the man. Look like a million on a fit, it just depends. Harajuku jeans straight out of Japan. She won't drop it like it's hot on the man. Yeah, I've been running out of words to say, just how I'm feeling about you. Baby, bring a friend along.
Welcome to the first episode of the Heritage Podcast.
Yeah.
I am Reiji.
I'm Matt.
And so this is a very last minute thing that we tried.
It's
Currently 3:31 a.m. on a Friday night, and we're sitting here because we can't sleep and we want to, try to tell more of you guys about us. So we're a group,
Heritage.
make music. Heritage consists of seven members, and we all met at Cal Poly Pomona. My name is Dylan, but I go by Reiji. I DJ, I produce, I sing.
I'm Matt. I managed a collective. I DJ. I used to produce.
This motherfucker still does. He's a liar. He's
No,
a liar.
I don't produce.
He still does. He still does. He still does. He always wants to say he don't produce. He
I
does.
don't produce. I used to produce. I DJ. Actually, fun story. I'm actually the one that taught Dylan how to DJ.
You know, it's funny. I was gonna say it before. Damn, but yeah, nah. He taught me how to DJ. We'll find some clips. Maybe we'll put them on screen. Maybe not. Of me learning how to DJ, depending on if I want to send those or not.
I taught him how to DJ. I saw that he's been, getting gigs, like doing like arena. He did his first ever gig was the Jason Deweyne event, the one he never
We'll get into that. We'll get into that.
I saw that he was doing that. I'm like, oh shit, this is pretty cool. So like, starting this year, I started taking DJing more seriously, even though I'd been doing it since junior year of high school. But yeah,
You forgot. He's also our main videographer. He's our main film man. He's a one-stop shop for everything, bruh. Well, for our music videos, you direct the only music video we have you directed, and it came out very, 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 very well. And you guys will see that, but not now. So the other members of Heritage, there's about 6-7 of us. We're two, and then there's Devin. Dev, he's from San Marcos, California, and he is I got federal on him, bro. My fault. He raps. He's a really good rapper. He's an awesome rapper. He's a producer.
And he's a fashion demon, bro.
Yeah,
he's a fashion
he throws
demon.
that shit on. We'll throw some pictures up. Actually, okay, wait. Good thing I remembered this. We're gonna try our best to describe our friends physically to you guys as we move on with them. So Devin, he's like 5'9", about 5'9". He's a
1 inch
Caucasian, white boy of the month, white boy of the year. He has like almost shoulder length blonde hair. He got this little it's kind of like a Guy Fieri thing going on with the mustache and the beard combo.
Chad Kroger.
And yeah, and he has blue eyes. He got pretty blue eyes. He got a little bit.
It's pretty, bro. It's pretty.
That's Dev, and let's move on. Diego, Sabretooth. He's from West Covina. Whatchamacallit?
He plays
guitar. He is our main designer. Him and Dev, actually, I forgot to mention that about Dev. They design our merch, and we'll put some ideas. We'll flash them on screen right now, some merch ideas. But they're crazy. They screen print them. They manufacture them themselves. All the stuff that we've been doing for Heritage has been from the ground up, and we've really been learning and putting our skills to work.
The one thing I will say about Diego, sharp ass jawline, bro.
Dude, fine ass, bro. I'm not gonna lie. All Heritage is up, bro. All Heritage. We're not Chuz. We are not Chuz. um. All right. So, Diego, he's like 5'10", a little bit taller, 5'11". He's kind of tall. He's either, if he's not 6 foot, he's right there. He has short black hair, dark brown eyes. Why do I? It's kind of concerning that I know everyone's eye color. Like, that's not something. That's not something you typically remember about him.
I think the only eye color I could remember is Devin.
Well, that's because he's the only motherfucker we know with blue eyes. I think he's the only. Nah, but he's one of the only dudes I know with blue eyes.
At least in our group, that's the only eye color I could remember.
Yeah. Back to Diego. He's Hispanic. He's a little bit darker skinned, and this is probably him somewhere on screen.
Mr. Motion Man.
Mr. Motion Man. Now then, there's Ian. Fun fact: Ian and I went to high school together. I'm not going to say where that is. I'm not trying to get too. Well, actually, when I say we're both from Roland Heights. And I went to high school with him. He was actually the first person that I ever made music with, he's the first person I ever collaborated on music with. We've been working together since before COVID. He produces, he raps, he sings. He's trying to pick up DJing. He plays bass.
He's tall.
He's tall.
Very tall.
He does some video editing. He played baseball. I'm just listing off shit now that people don't need to know.
Fun fact about Ian, I guess how this group even started. Ian and I were the first ever people to meet. I met Ian at our orientation at our school, and then he was like, "Oh, you a cool dude, Matt. You a cool dude." I'm like, "Yeah, you a cool dude too, Ian. Let's make music together." And then Ian was like, "Hey, I have this homie named Dylan," and then he invited me to some call with Dylan. I met Dylan, and then I don't know.
First time I ever met Matthew, we played Fall Guys. We were playing fucking Fall Guys together, bro. And then did we make Cruise? No, we made Cruise after.
No, we made Cruise like a year down the line. But
yeah.
I remember this guy going crazy over me though when I first met you.
Yeah, shit. What the? Yeah. This dude's lying. He's a fucking liar.
He was like, "Oh my gosh, you met Jay Park? You met Jay Park?"
Oh nah, I did tweak out. Hey, listen, but it's Jay Park though. That's all I know is money right now. All I know is money right now. Like, come on, bro. That's Jay Park.
But yeah, Ian and I met first, and then he basically connected me with a bunch of other people, and then those connections connected us to other connections, and that's just really how our group formed. And what else is there about Ian? Wears glasses.
He's half Japanese, half Hispanic. Maybe he's a little bit more, but that's what I'm gonna say for now. He's like 6'2". He wears glasses, dark black hair, short. He also has brown eyes. That's really it. I don't want to describe him too much. I feel like it's kind of weird describing these guys way too much. Then Adrian. Drin. He is from Whittier, California. We are all from California. I don't know why I keep saying California. He's from Whittier. He's I think he's shorter than Ian. I don't know. They're both really tall.
Dude, I till this day I don't know who's taller. People keep saying, "Oh, Adrian's taller." No, Ian's taller. Like I don't even know anymore.
Adrian slouches, bruh. I swear Adrian slouches. Well, okay,
slouches as in
like he's like not like crazy slouch, but he's definitely hunching a little bit, because he's just chill. He's always like he's not standing up straight.
He's on some nonchalant shit.
Yeah. Adrian and Diego are the heritage nonchalant dreadheads. That's 100%. Those two are the most nonchalant people I've ever seen. Adrian is also Hispanic. He is lighter skinned, but his eyes look Asian, bro. Swear on everything. I don't know. Sometimes when I first met him, I thought he was half Asian just because his.
When I first met him, he's like, this guy's Hispanic.
Yeah.
Mainly because of the way he talks.
Oh, dude, I didn't even say what he does, bruh.
I guess I could go into it. Like,
yeah, you go.
he raps, he sings, he produces. He produces really well. He says like, oh, my shit, but like every time he shows us something new, this guy amazes us every time. He plays guitar. Um, he kind of knows.
He's
how
a
to DJ.
demon cut up. He's a demon on the freeway, bro. Bro. Oh my
Oh my
god.
gosh.
That if he could drive F1, he might beat Max Verstappen.
Dude,
You heard that?
I have to keep asking him. Like, I guess one story, I called Dylan and I was like, yo, are you coming soon? He's like, yeah. I'm like, and he was in the car with Adrian. Adrian was driving, and then I was like, oh, is Adrian driving okay? He's like, yeah, he's driving fine. They're like, red light, red light, red light. And I'm like, oh no, this guy's cooked.
For reference, we go to a certain chicken place near all of us a lot, and the distance from Adrian's house to that chicken place is about typically 15-20 minutes. There have been multiple times now where this dude has gotten there in like 5 to 10 minutes, and it's kind of bro, we're straight up narking on him, bro. If the feds are watching, bro, they're gonna find. Well, they don't even know what he drives. They don't even know his last name. They don't even know if his name's really Adrian.
That's true. We always make bets like, oh, who's gonna show up first, Adrian or let's say Ian. Somehow Adrian's always the first one to show up, and he's like 20 minutes away, and Ian's like, what, 5 minutes away?
Yeah, 100%. This dude is a demon on the road. Yeah, and then we're doing Nene and Cyrus. Nene, he's a recent addition. His name's Nathan.
Got connected through Ian.
Yeah, met through Ian through a student organization. I'm not gonna go into too much detail. A student organization, and he records, makes music. Some of y'all might have seen the clip. We'll put it right here. It was on extra. He was on stream with Extra Emily, and he promoted his music. So you should go check that out. That's our boy Nene. He's
Seaside Lover.
Seaside Lover. Shout out Seaside Lover. You want to describe him?
Yeah, he's what I would say like 5'9". Really good looking dude.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Heritage is not chuz, bro. We have everybody there from, bro.
I guess what I could describe him as like a Asian Justin Bieber.
Yeah, especially the way he sings, bro.
What else about him? I know
he's one of our singers.
I know he works out a lot. Yeah, he's a cool addition to our group. He sings really well. And I mean, you could go. I was just gonna say he really fits into our style. Whatever we give him.
Yeah, no, 100%. That's one thing. I don't know if I've ever told. I probably have told him. And if you see this Nene, one of my favorite things about him is his tone of voice is so interesting. And like, yeah, it's like I feel like a lot of sounds are really palatable to his tone of voice. It's just he just makes it work. So then there's Cyrus. Cyrus, he's just one of the homies. He was there. We initially had an initial group that we formed before, and it was just, we switched it up a little bit. He has done some of the graphic designs for some of the group.
He made our logo. He made
the Heritage logo. He made the Ragey logo. So he's more of our graphic designer. He's from West Covina, but he's out in Texas right now. But yeah, then he's a Filipino, 5'10", 5'9", big dude, like
big dude,
boy in the gym 24/7. He always throwing on, bro. If I could, honestly, I'm not even gonna try to describe his like his physical presence. I'm gonna describe his fucking fits. This dude looks like if Malcolm Todd, Frank Ocean, and and Brockhampton, if they were all thrown together and they made a clothing brand. That's we'll flash some fucking Cyrus Fitz on screen, bro. I'm just hating because I'm jealous, bro. He low key throwing that shit on. He's low key, he's in the running. That's one thing too. All the dudes in Heritage, if you see us in some bummy fits, it's not us. It's not us.
What you mean it's not us?
It's not us. If you see us in some bummy fits, it's not us. That's all I'm gonna say. We be throwing that shit on. So I guess now we talk about our styles. All of us have very different musical backgrounds. You can go first. I'm gonna let you go first.
I mean, there's not really much for me to tell in terms of myself.
No, you got a good musical background though.
What do you mean
talk
by
about talk about your background. Just like, you know, you grew up playing what, you know, you got
that's
inspired
true.
by what, the kind of shit you're on now.
Yeah, I actually self-taught myself playing the drums in middle school. I did the drum line for my middle school, and then that transitioned into doing marching band in high school. And then I would say like in the middle, like sophomore, junior year of high school, that's when I got into like the electronic side of music, where it's like producing. I would say when it comes to like electronic side, I started off producing. Fun fact about me, I used to rap.
He did used to fucking rap.
And then I was like, damn, I suck.
It's not that bad.
Like,
I promise you, it's not that bad.
Well, back then.
Oh wait, yeah, never
Back
mind.
then, that's when like I would come up with like corny ass lyrics.
Walking down the street in my new AF1s.
And
that's probably weren't on now.
I was like, yeah, rapping is not my thing. And then I did some producing. I was a huge boom bap guy in high school, so all I made was boom bap. And then I picked up DJing because it low-key looked cool. And then, yeah, I did DJing. And then, I went into college, met these guys, and then I quit producing. I didn't.
He kind of, bro. Stop telling people you quit because you like we literally have plans for you to come back, bro. Okay, I'm gonna cut in real quick. This dude, Matt, he likes to be so fucking humble, but he's the fucking man, bro. Like there's this one edit of a song. I'm gonna say it, bro. He has a SZA edit. It's one of the best things that's ever blessed my ears ever. It's so bouncy. Like he has a great ear, but he just don't want to produce, bro. And well, he isn't producing. I don't know why you're telling people you're gonna quit. You literally
No.
He literally has made beats. He's literally helped us make beats, bro.
What beats?
When it's in it, when it running, when it in it, it's me and my team.
What song are you talking about?
The one where Dren's talking about Mickey Mouse on some Mickey Mouse shit.
Oh.
You helped produce that. You helped produce that song.
I did.
You've been helping. You helped produce crews. Like this is all recent shit, bro.
That was all a phase where like, maybe I might try something.
That
again.
was, dude. That was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, but like I didn't do anything crazy though. I didn't do anything crazy.
But you still has his feet wet. I'm telling you, once it's in you, the music's in you. It's not gonna leave you, bro.
I don't fully produce anymore. That's what I will say. I
like that better.
I veg off people's beats.
Yeah, nah.
What do you mean?
He still contributes though. You still can, bro, because you still have the mind for it. Like just having you in the room, like when we were doing the mixing sessions, having you in the room is helpful. You still do it, bro. You still got the mind for it.
Cause like,
I'm sorry,
when Dev and I made that beat like 2 weeks ago, I was like, oh, this sounds cool. Let me try something on it. Like I veg off people's good beats. Like I don't like produce music anymore.
Dude's still talented, bro.
I mainly
Crazy
just
talented.
DJ. I guess the kind of music I DJ.
You make mashups. You make edits. That's still kind of like you still are kind of in the, you know. And that's one thing I'll argue. Like, you know, making mashups, but making mashups is still low key producing if you're doing it right. Some people be out here making mashups and putting them in the wrong fucking key.
Yeah, but
what are you doing?
I guess the music I DJ. I love Kaytranada. Kaytranada, if you're watching this, probably not. Shout out to you. Love your music.
Shout out Kaytranada.
I do a lot of like that kind of shit. I do a lot of West Coast music, a lot of club music. I love doing that shit. It's fun. Um, yeah, that's basically it for my background on what I do.
Um. So me, uh, I didn't really grow up playing any instruments. My grandpa plays ukulele, and I used to. Oh, dude, I don't even think I talked about like me, I don't even think I said like my ethnicity and like my name's Dylan. I said I'm from Roland already. Um,
Oh, I didn't even say that shit either.
5'8". Here, you do yours now.
Matt, you're not 5'8". You're like 5'7", 5'6". I'm 5'8".
Chill.
Korean. Fun fact about me: Korean was my first language. Didn't pick up English fluently until like 6th grade. Um, Pretty much it.
I'm honest. I'm not gonna lie. I can't remember if I said it, so I'm just gonna say it one more time. Japanese and Hawaiian, Chinese, Eskimo, English, a little bit everything. So baby, I'm a dog. I'm a mutt. You know.
I'm a dog. I'm a mutt.
um. So growing up, my parents are both from California. They were both born out here. So the kind of music they grew up listening to was, really American music. My dad from Long Beach, West Coast baby. He loves Tupac. He loves NWA. He actually really loves Kendrick Lamar, which is so funny because I never thought in a million years my dad would be over here keeping up with the Kendrick and Drake beef. That shit was so funny.
Dude, I remember when I was at your house and then all of a sudden I just heard him saying, "Turn this TV off! Turn this TV off!" I'm like,
oh my god. So that, and plus 90s R&B, 80s R&B. And then my mom listened to the same stuff, except it was more like, Salt and Pepper, and like, it was like the more Queen Latifah. And I guess that kind of rubbed off on me. Growing up, that's what I listened to back when, people were listening to CDs in the car. What you know about having that big ass leather pouch of CDs? You flipping through it trying to figure out what you want to listen to, burning CDs off Napster. These kids nowadays don't even know what Napster is, bruh.
To be honest, I don't even know what Napster
don't say that. Don't say that. We'll talk. Napster was the streaming service that you could pirate music off. Like, it was like you could just legally free download music. It's watch the Social Network. I'm getting off track.
I was just gonna say my dad would just burn music on CDs and then just play it in the car.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so growing up, that's what I was listening to. And then I listened to a lot of early 2000s R&B, hip hop. I listened to a lot of everything. My taste is pretty crazy. Fun fact: Matt loves Kaytranada, and I wasn't really too big into Kaytranada. Like, I knew 10%. I knew all like this shit he had with random people. But then we went to Flognaw, and I got to go see Kaytranada live for the first time, and holy shit!
I told you, bro. That
he be throwing down.
That was probably my like 5th time seeing Kaytranada live.
Dude could throw down.
That's the thing. Like,
shit's nuts.
I hate when people say like, "Oh, DJ sets are boring at like festivals," but like this guy Kaytranada, he makes it fun, bro. He dances.
Yeah.
And like it's more of like he's just playing his songs, and like transitioning it into like a cool way into his next song.
In a way, I think it's not that they're bad. It's that he has very simple transitions. He loves to reverb out of tracks, and it works because honestly, he creates enough pockets and grooves inside of his tracks to where he can do that, and it works pretty nicely. But yeah, it is,
But yeah, I was like, Dylan, when we go watch him, I need you to pay attention to his visuals, because that's like
Shit was insane, bro.
That was
Shit
like
was
that's the
so
best
nuts.
part of his.
We were in like a
sets.
big ass fucking silo, and there was like lights flashing on. It was so cool,
Dude. I'm
so
not gonna
sick.
lie, that was a horrible experience though, cause we were just
Yeah,
squished in. There was this weird ass dude like keep touching us. Like, you remember that, right?
dude. I swear I was. I'm not gonna lie. I might have been throwing ass on a dude on accident, bro. And it's not even like on some like I'm for real throwing ass on him. It's just I'm sitting there trying to, bro. Light spots. You
I
telling me
remember that was your first ever time listening to that song live, and you were like,
yeah, I'm sitting there moving around, and this dude's pushed all up on me, bro. And I'm over here like, dude, why are you rubbing on me, bro? It was bad. It was so bad. That might have been one
I
of the
wish I
worst
was
ones.
able to dance to a set, but there was absolutely no room. It sucked.
Yeah. Okay. I guess what I'm trying to say is, I kind of just listen to a lot, and that kind of influences what I make. We got an album coming out soon. We got an album coming out very soon, and I produced a couple tracks on there, and they're all ranging. But the way I like to think about where I'm at right now, production wise, is we like to take early 2000s or even 90s and 80s, like just kind of older R&B and hip hop sounds, and just kind of rework them. You know, personally, I feel like we didn't stay in the Pharrell Neptune's 2000s era long enough, and I feel like that's everybody nowadays. But to be honest, we didn't. There's so many. Whether he was only making hits for like 8 years,
I feel
10
like
years.
it is slowly coming back, not just coming from us, but like from other artists like Tekka and
Yeah, and shout out Cherry 22. Are we talking about who we're listening to?
Yeah.
Are we doing that yet? Yeah. Shout out Cherry 22. Who else? Shout out Flo.
I love Flo.
I actually just saw Malcolm Todd 2 days ago. No, yeah, 2 days ago at here in LA. It was crazy. What are you listening to right now?
Right now? Not gonna lie, that new Kid Laroi song that just dropped yesterday.
Oh yeah, no, we just literally heard that shit yesterday, and we were sitting there like, I never in a million years would have thought the Kid Laroi would have had a song that could have topped Stay. But if anyone is gonna top Stay, it might be this one.
I listened to
but mainstream doesn't like cool shit. Mainstream likes stupid major pop chords.
Yeah. I've been listening to a lot of Snow Allegra lately.
Ooh.
I don't know. I've kind of just stuck on like older music.
Oh my god! I'm an idiot, dude. So this is the start of a segment that we're gonna do on every single episode called the Herapix to be determined, because we need to make sure. I'm sorry, bro. It has this is gonna be a segment we do on every episode with all of our guests, and we're gonna talk about what kind of music we listen to, because at the end of the day, we are musicians. Sorry, continue.
Yeah, I'm not really listening to anything new lately, cause like, I'm gonna be honest, there hasn't been anything interesting that has been dropped lately.
On the mainstream, on the non-dance music side of things, yes, 100%. Other than the Tech album, I don't think anything's dropped in the last couple of. Shoot, I'll check right now while I'm talking right now.
Yeah, I'm checking
what I've added in the last couple of.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm just looking through my playlist, and it's just a whole bunch of Tyler the Creator.
I've been listening to a lot of dance music a lot recently. A lot. What an idiot. Lots of dance music. I produce a lot of dance music because we DJ. I say a lot of I like a lot of house music right now. I've been really messing with shout out Nico. Oh my god, Nico, Camofly. Shit. I've been really liking Chris Lake, Sammy Vergi, Knock 2, a lot of house music. I love house music.
I guess one fun fact about us is we don't just stick with the hip hop R&B side of music. We also are really heavily into the electronic dance music side of music. Like, Dylan and Ian are working on a project right now, a whole
Yeah.
electronic side of music, dance music, house. Um, is there dubstep? I don't even know.
I think Ian's definitely got a couple tracks on there.
But it's really cool. It's really cool. I think it's the one thing cool about it is we like to experiment with other genres, and
100%.
we don't
And I think
we don't stick with
sorry,
the
go.
same sound.
Yeah. It just that's kind of why we started Heritage, or it's kind of why we decided to go again with Heritage instead of because initially we had one sound, we had one album, or not one sound, but we had an album, and then we decided to rework because we want to kind of refocus things, and instead of making it just an artist name, we kind of want to like showcase that each and every one of us can do some crazy shit. Each and every one of us is talented, whether it be Diego and Devin making the merch, whether it be Ian, Dev, and I producing, whether it be Matt DJing, whether it be Drin producing and singing. Cyrus is a wizard on the fucking computer with all the graphic designs. Nene could sing. Who did I leave out? Diego plays guitar very fucking well, very fucking perfectly, and he kills. I have a couple of tracks that I'm working on with Diego right now. All of us are just,
Yeah, performance wise, I don't really do much. I'm just standing there pressing play.
Nah, bro, chill. He throws down when he DJs, guys. He throws down when he DJs. He throws the fuck down. So we have not talked about any of the other guys yet as far as their personal like styles. You take whoever you want to go first, then I'll just piggyback off you. We'll go 1-1-1-1 until we run out.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't really know how to describe a lot of our guys in terms of styles. I guess I could start off with Devin. He has a very variety. He has a huge variety of styles, I would say. Like
100%.
if you give him anything, he'll try to do something on it. It'll sound good. Like I guess what he is really good on is like the new jazz and like I don't know. Like
he's a hip hop and rap baby for sure. He grew up listening to a lot of hip hop. He still listens to a lot of hip hop, and that is well, it's not his entire focus, but that's a lot of his sound. He really works into a lot of hip hop elements, and he's very versatile. Whether it be new jazz like the Opium sound, we have a lot of. He's very, very, very good on those Y2K Pharrell tracks we have on the album. He's just
dude could also sing. Like
dude could also fucking sing. That's probably from the rock elements though. He likes he also listens to a little bit of. I know he's a little rock influence too.
Yeah.
And he likes some little hyper pop shit, some little pretty internet music. Ding, 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 ding.
I will say that Dev is also very experimental. Like
yes,
he's very experimental. Ian, he could do anything. He could genuinely do anything. I don't even know what his main sound is, to be honest.
He does. Honestly, I don't know if he really has one. He doesn't, but he has such a crazy musical brain that it's kind of just whatever he's like listening to around him, he can just replicate like in seconds. There were times, and I was in Ian's. We were working in his bedroom, at like 2 a.m. and I'm like, "Yo, I don't like this. Can we crank out another beat real quick?" He'll crank something out in like 30 minutes, and it's like amazing. And that's back in high school. Now he's doing that shit like on a bigger scale. Maybe we'll describe the tracks that he's made so far. We got a track on there called "Grew Up in LA." It's a kind of Memphis like South trap, but over some Brent Faiyaz shit. To be honest, it's kind of cool.
Catchy hook.
Yeah, catchy hook. That's Ian. Diego, our main guitarist, very rock inspired. Has been getting into EDM recently though. He's been getting into Sullivan King and Wooly, and I thought that was kind of crazy, but he has been getting into EDM. But he loves.
Yeah, despite him being more rock and metal influence, we still try to find a way for him to adapt to our sound somehow.
And it works out. He's talented. He's got that ear. Adrian
There's two sides to
also,
him. There's two sides to
yeah,
him. He could rap. He could get into the hip hop shit. He could get into the R&B shit. That's one side of him, and then the other side of him, that's when he does like more rock, indie, shoegaze,
yeah.
and he shows up.
When he's with us, it's more of a he's kind of just throwing whatever he can at us, and it's all we're always like he's always putting down something on a track, and it always works. And then on his own, he kind of falls into that more rock lane. Yeah.
Nene.
Nene.
He's like Justin Bieber, Keshi. That's
Yeah, Nathan
that's
is
how
Nathan is
that's
like
how I
if
describe him.
Justin Bieber sang over Keshi's beats. That's literally it. Swear, not gonna. But it's because both of those artists have such great tones of voice though. Like that's one thing I'm so like honestly I'm jealous of you, Nene, bruh. You got a crazy fucking tone. You guys will hear it. But after that, you take all those people, you put them in a room together. Everybody's got different sounds, different inspirations. So like I said earlier, albums coming out. I give it a month. You'll hear from us in a month. The album's gonna be
We'll
cool.
update
Stick
you.
around for
We'll
that.
update you.
Yeah, follow the socials here and here. Brings me to my next talking point. We're talking about all this music. We're talking about the future of music. Let's talk about who we think is going to. We're at the halfway point of the year, right? Who are we watching this year so far, and who do we think is going to get bigger as the year goes on in the music industry?
Unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but I feel like Tekka might make it big somehow. I don't know.
For the
His music has been popping up a lot on TikTok. People love Dark Thoughts. People love the album's good. I can't lie, the album's good.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, Tekka is one of the artists that definitely he's found. I think he's gonna be like kind of like the next Uzi, because you make a freshman class, you do all this stuff with after that first initial year of you blowing up, and then it's all the artists that can stick around and stay relevant after. I'm not gonna lie, I did not have faith in Tekka when at the end of his first like year, when he was doing all the internet money shit at the end. I was like, oh, I don't know if this sound's gonna be palatable because the trap sound's dying. But then he came back and dropped these fucking bangers. Like he just came back and he just boom banger, boom, and there's consistent. So I think he's definitely someone to watch. Yeah, for sure.
Who else? I do. I mean, he's already pretty big, but I have that feeling if Baby Keem drops an album this year, if he drops an album this year, he will make it more into like the mainstream side of music. I mean, he's already pretty mainstream, but like I feel like if he drops another good album, he could really be like the center attention.
Yeah, 100%. Especially since Travis Scott's under a lot of fire right now, and I wonder if this is like gonna affect. Well, it's just with the whatchamacallit, they got the documentary airing now for the Astroworld shit. So anybody who didn't know about it before, like watching on a Netflix documentary, bro, like your parents are probably gonna see that shit. I think there's something happened with Kylie. I could be tripping, but he's just having it rough right now. So I think Keem is definitely someone to watch too. Love Keem. Keem's always been consistent from the jump. Yeah, 100%.
I mean, like we mentioned, the Killer Roy, he's going into a new sound.
Yeah. After yesterday, that dude definitely has a lot more potential than I thought. A lot more upside.
I'm excited for the Clips album. I don't know why he be starting more beef. I really don't know why he's doing that.
Yeah, no, that's kind of bad to drag. That's why I don't really have faith in the project.
I feel like the whole like just trying to diss someone out of nowhere is just like getting dragged now. Like what he freaking dissed Travis Scott for no reason. I mean, there probably is a reason, but I feel like it is getting dragged
that with
now.
Travis Scott too, bro. I forgot he got fucking dissed by Push It. Yeah, nah. Travis done, bro.
you guys probably don't know him, Sammy Vergie.
Dude.
He's dropping a project in
Hey,
September.
mate. He was at Coachella.
But like, he's dropping a project in September.
Same day cleaning. That shit's gonna be peak. Promise.
I was scared because like he has been dropping singles. I'm like, oh, he's dropping too many singles to the point where he's not gonna leave us a lot for the album. But there's 17 tracks on there, and 2 of the singles he already released are on the album. So he's leaving us with a lot.
Yeah, no, that shit's gonna be so nice. Love Sammy Vergie. I can actually proudly say, this is gonna sound so stupid, but I can proudly say that I for sure watched that first DJ Mag set when it had like under 30,000 views. So day one, bro. Well, not day one, but day one, bro.
And low key, Plaque Max. You're gonna troll me for this.
No, after hearing a little, you played me a little bit. I've heard a little bit. I will say, if you somehow see this, Max, I gotta see you make a beat. I gotta see you make a beat, and it's gotta be crazy. And then any skepticism I have will be gone. But until Black Boy Max uses one of his own beats as a banger, I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about him. But his being the Twitch DJ Khaled definitely works though. You have a lot of potential with the artists that you have been working with and the tracks that you have been putting out. I will say that. But I haven't been listening to him too much.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty much who I'm excited for this year. I can't really think of people on top of my head.
I got a couple. Well, okay. So I kind of want to talk about people who have had a good year so far and people who are going to have a good year. I don't think the Kendrick train is done. Sorry, that was loud. I did not mean to do that.
You mean like he's gonna drop another project?
I think there's another project. I think we get another project before the year ends. I think we definitely get another project for the year ends. I'm looking forward to that. I love Kendrick since,
I mean, yeah, because it did feel like GNX was recorded within like a month.
Yeah, there's no way Body for Body is on the same recording session as GNX. Body for Body had to been set aside with like a bunch of other tracks, and there's an album sitting there. I know there is.
Because I do feel like GNX was just made for the sake of that Drake beef.
Oh, 100%, especially after the pop out. The pop out was sick. Shit was nuts. After the pop out, he definitely is leaning more into that Cali bag. But to be honest, I've never heard Kendrick rap over a modern age West Coast beat. So that shit was kind of fire. I'm not gonna lie. I love that album. SZA is always a W. I also got Chris Lake. Chris Lake is dropping a project soon. I think it's called Savannah. No, it's called Chemistry. That shit's gonna be peak. I can already tell you got some shit on there with MPH. He's got some stuff on there with he might have, I don't know. I don't think he has anything with Sammy Vergie, but Sammy Vergie might have something with Chris Lake.
I feel like he might because he's been with him a lot, especially.
Yeah, I hope so. Maybe like a bonus or something. I've been fucking with Knock 2 all year. I hope he drops more as the year goes on. He dropped a project at the beginning of the year. Easily the best thing, one of the best things I've heard so far this year.
We're gonna see him in August, and apparently he's gonna play some shit
unreleased music. Knock 2, if you're seeing this, we will see you in Vegas, August 22nd. Please, bro, get a shirt. Come get a shirt. I promise you, come get a shirt. My USB is gonna be tucked inside of it. Just like track 2 is gonna be the one to play. I think Rihanna's coming back soon. I'm really hoping we get something from Rihanna before the year's over. But she is having like another kid, so dude, that part kind of sucks.
Just shooting babies left and right, bro.
Boom, boom. Honestly, I think they're trying to build a band. They're trying to recreate the Jackson 5, Rocky and Rihanna.
I never thought about that.
Right? They can make the next Brockhampton. Rocky and Rihanna can make the next Brockhampton.
I mean, no offense, Rihanna. You're great, but that Smurf song was kind of.
Yeah, this shit wasn't it. I'm so sorry. I'm so Riri. I love you, but I was like,
oh shit, Rihanna's gonna have another song, but it wasn't it.
Black Panther song was good though. Left me up. That part.
Nah,
that,
that low key got
like
me in tears because like I watched Black Panther 2, and then they ended the movie off with that song, and low key, I was actually like feeling that shit.
Yeah. Damn. Maybe last, I'll get one more artist. Probably say, shit. I'm trying to think. I'm really, honestly, we're just gonna segue into the next point, bro, because I'm really hoping.
Before you do, I did think of a artist just now, YG. He has been dropping a lot of singles. He dropped that one song with Buddy. He dropped Hollywood with Shoreline Mafia.
Yeah.
It seems like he's getting into a whole new character right now with the.
Yeah, he's been in the public eye a lot more recently.
But yeah, that's one artist I'm excited for. But next segment.
So, I'm really hoping one of my favorite artists, one of our favorite artists, one of the voice of a generation in Frank Ocean.
Dude, this guy is like nowhere to be found anymore, bro. He's like on a different planet. Like every time I hear about, did you just plug your vape into the keyboard? Are you?
No, dude, chill out, bro. Chill out. Bro, it's dead. What do you mean? It's right here, bro. It's right here. I'm sorry, but like,
that's kind of crazy. Unplugging your keyboard so you could plug your geek bar in, bro.
Bro, I'm telling you, everybody out there done it, bro. You're sitting here lying to yourself. You ain't done it, bro. Somebody sitting here watching this right now on their phone while their vape is charging on their USB-C cord for their keyboard right now. I'm watching you.
But yeah, this guy Frank Ocean is just.
I want him to drop. Well, everybody heard the unreleased.
When was the last time we saw him in a real public eye? Coachella, and that wasn't even anything crazy.
The Skrillex Coachella.
He didn't even show himself at all. They closed the stage.
Was bad. But didn't he get hurt the same day though? Isn't that why he didn't show himself? He got hurt like the week of or some shit. That's not him still, but like he wasn't skateboarding. He got hurt or something stupid.
I mean,
like maybe he had a whole elaborate set plan, but then he got hurt and now he couldn't do it. But my question for you is, what do you think will happen first? World War III or Frank Ocean dropping an album? Realistically. Not an album. I'll say dropping anything to make it more reasonable.
Anything as in like he drops a snippet on Instagram?
Sure. Anything to indicate to the world that he's making music
again. He
has
been doing that, but like if you're what's happening right now, probably World War III. Frank Ocean just hates dropping.
Unfortunately, I might have to agree, bruh. It's just, I think if anyone could stop what's going on in the world, it might be Frank Ocean. It might be Frank.
I'm telling you.
Frank, you could save us. You could do it right now.
When World War III is slowly happening, Frank Ocean will drop a project, and that'll just stop the world and, like, make peace.
Frank, we don't even need an album. We just want, like, an EP. Just a single. We'll take a song. One song, and you can go back to hiding for 2 years, and then you can drop an EP later. Just please, anything at this point, Frank.
All we're asking for is a song or a project, and you could go back to Biking on Mars. Like,
I haven't known my true self for 7 years. I need you, Frank.
Yeah.
My fault.
You're good. But yeah, realistically, World War III.
Yeah.
What about you?
I probably agree with you, just because Frank probably isn't dropping. I'm not seeing any signs of life from Frank. All of you Tyler fans, by the way, you guys are delusional as hell.
No, for
Had me
real.
believing online that Frank Ocean was about to be on Chromacopia. I
It's
was
like
sitting here believing the bullshit.
that first trailer he dropped for Chromacopia. I was like, that's Frank's voice. That is Frank's voice. That is Frank Ocean in the music video. No, it's not. You guys
No,
are
bro, and
just.
everybody's talking about the Ferrari, bro. The Ferrari that Tyler's driving is white, bro. That just has to be a coincidence, bro. He bought a white Ferrari, bro.
I'm sure
He bought a white Ferrari.
I'm sure Tyler wanted him on the project, but was like, I'm sure Frank. I can't. He even said, I can't even find Frank right now. I don't know where this dude is.
Yeah, I don't think.
But
I
I
think
think
Frank
he
Ocean might be
found.
gone.
I think he found the best alternative possible for that album, which was Daniel Caesar.
Oh yeah. He's also on my list for up and coming. I really hope he drops another project. Never Enough was good, and honestly, Never Enough could hold up for a while. But I really hope he drops more.
Daniel
because
Caesar, he never misses when it comes to just dropping projects. He never does.
He played with a sound on Never Enough that he's never done before, and I think we're still kind of wanting more. Valentina, I've never heard Daniel Caesar on a track like Valentina before. Homosexual is one of the those two songs are
We also saw
insane.
We also saw him at Flogna. Amazing.
Yeah. Monster, dude. Insane. Had me crying. Okay. Next point. I've been asked by a couple of my friends to inquire more about this. I was scrolling through TikTok on my phone, and I'm scrolling through. I see a bunch of highlights for a bunch of random soccer shit. I don't watch any soccer at all. I need you to try and explain to me in the best way who Lamine Yamal is.
Dude, Lamine Yamal. This guy is. Okay, I don't know much. Okay, I watch soccer, but not enough to like get into the lore. But like when it comes to Lamine Yamal, this dude, I think he was more in the public eye of like professional soccer when he was like 16. He's amazing, dude. He's like
So if we're comparing this to a basketball standpoint, he's kind of like young LeBron James. Because LeBron was in the public eye for basketball in high school too.
yeah, but like for his age, he's playing better than like Messi and Ronaldo. This guy, he might. I don't know if you know what this is. I don't know if the viewers know what this is, but every year they have this thing called the Ballon d'Or Award. It's basically like the best player in the world award.
So like the MVP.
Yeah, but like I think he's basically guaranteed that award. Yeah, he's gonna win a Ballon d'Or at 17 years old. Like, it's crazy. And I remember when the World Cup happened, I might be wrong. He was on like minute restriction because he was underage. Like he can't play past curfew or something. But
Really?
yeah.
So he was doing. Oh, he won a World Cup.
No. Like he played in the World Cup. But like,
did he win?
No, Argentina won that year. That's when people were like dick riding Messi.
I thought he just won one. No,
he didn't win a World Cup. I don't know what he won, but he was on like some like minute restriction thing because he can't play past curfew because he was still 16, 17 at the time. But this dude might be the next GOAT. I'm not even joking.
So he's looking like basketball's. He's looking like soccer's LeBron right now. Football's LeBron right now. My fault.
I honestly hate. I call it soccer too, but I think it should have been football from the jump.
Nah, let's piss off the viewers. Oh, you said it should be football. I was about to say it should be soccer. I was about to play the complete opposite side. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It should have been football from the jump, and then the Americans decide to call it soccer.
Is it football in Asian countries too?
No, it's a complete different. Like
it's not soccer or football.
In Korean, soccer is called 축구.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think it should have been called Football from the Jump. And
Yeah, but they weren't gonna do that shit.
the
They wouldn't let none of that
Americans
shit. Yep.
manipulated us into calling it soccer.
Type. You know, while we're on the topic of sports, we're currently recording this on June 21st. And by the time we post it, it's probably going to be over. NBA Finals, Game 7. Who you got? Pacers and the Taliban, or OKC in the Shisis?
I think a snot bubble came out. But hold on, let me get a tissue, bro. I didn't blow my nose, bro. I think a snot bubble came out.
Oh, dude, was that?
Dude, shut up, bro.
Oh shit.
But
Put some transition music.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know, because they're taking it back to OKC, right, for Game 7.
I think so. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know.
And there was never a moment in the finals where, or was there, where Pacers? No. Here's the thing. Hold on. I gotta look at my sports app real quick, because I don't think there was ever a point in the finals where OKC won twice in a row, and Pacers have.
Damn, that's true. But I think.
No, I am complete. Yeah, Pacers won twice in a row in the finals, and OKC hasn't. But I really don't know, because there's games where Halliburton doesn't show out. There's games where Shea doesn't show out. Last game, Shea didn't show out. Halliburton, well, it wasn't just Halliburton last game. It was also Siakam.
Yeah, I think a lot of the people got the league confused, talking about Halliburton. I think the real best player on that Pacers squad is definitely Pascal Siakam. As of current right now, Halliburton probably has a higher ceiling, but
I was
as of right
so
now,
scared you were about to say Obi Toppin to rage
oh
baby,
no,
bro.
you're crazy, bro. Obi Toppin's cool. Obi Toppin is a Miles Bridges variant. Obi Toppin is the Obi Toppin might be the Carmelo Anthony of Miles Bridges. This is Obi
But
Toppin's the Carmelo Anthony of Miles Bridges. Is
here's what I will say. If I were to put in a huge bet for who will win in Game 7, I'll probably bet on OKC.
yeah, I think. Well, the Pacers have come up multiple times to win, but I got to give it to OKC just because of the defense, dude. Because of the depth and the defense. Like the Pacers, they have a deep bench too, and they actually have more veteran players in Miles Turner and what's the dude's name? Dude from Dude, I don't even remember his name. He played on the Heat. I think it was like James Johnson or something. They got vets on their squad. They got guys who have won and know how to win. It's definitely going to be OKC though. It has to be because they just Shea was the reigning MVP. He made it all the way. What would you do to you're going to go all the way to lose? Come on.
Dude, this guy at my work, we're talking about it like 2 weeks ago. He said dude, if OKC loses the finals, they got to revoke Shea's MVP award.
Honestly, I wouldn't mind it. They should give it to Jokic too because, Shea's good and everything, but Jokic is a big man, a 7-footer doing shit that a 7-footer should not be doing.
Here's what I will say. Shea, he's a good player, but there's nothing flashy about him. When he shoots, it goes in. That's pretty much what he does. There's nothing really flashy about him, like LeBron, boom 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 boom, or there's who else? Jokic with
Kobe.
The passing, Kobe
and MJ. They were. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I think Shea has the Pau Gasol, Tim Duncan kind of game. I mean, those are big men, but he gets it done. He goes in. He knows what he has to get done. He gets it done. The nights he doesn't, you feel it. But he's just such a force, and that's one thing that's hard for that MVP debate because Shea is definitely a player that you could put on any squad and he would make that team exponentially better.
Who were the 3 candidates? I know it was Shea, Jokic, and there was one more.
It might have been Giannis. I think everybody was voting Giannis for the third vote. Could be wrong, but I think it was Giannis.
Check that right now, actually. NBA MVP race. Oh, it was Giannis.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have voted Giannis. This dude got hurt like every 2 games in the season.
So that last bit got cut off there. Basically, just going to reiterate what we said in those last couple of minutes. So we started this podcast right now to engage, to get engagement, so you guys can meet us, so we can meet you. We want to get our name out there. We got an album coming out soon. I'll give it a month. We'll definitely have it out in a month. We got a lot more behind the scenes work to do. We got to buy some leases for some beats. We got to mix and master a few things. But I promise you, this album's going to be out. We're going to have it on our socials. Matt, the socials are going to probably pop them up.
Our TikTok or Instagram, boom, boom, right there. We'll keep you guys updated. Oh, and also we are having an event, a cafe pop-up actually. We are spinning at an event called Back to Recess. We're working with a group called Recess. Yeah, it's going to be a good time, and Dylan and I are actually spinning. We're actually going to have a back-to-back set, which we're really excited for. We're going to post the full set on YouTube. Stay tuned for that. Or if you guys want to see it live, come pop out.
Pull the fuck up.
It's going to be on June 29th on Sunday from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Come out for a time of drinks, treats, and music. It's going to be a good time. It's RSVP only, though, so the RSVP link will rather be up here or somewhere in the description. And we'll also be selling exclusive heritage merch, which is going to be pretty cool. Fire-ass stuff, by the way. So
crazy stuff. But yeah, stay tuned to the socials. We're going to be trying to pump videos like this out at least every other week. You know, we're going to be doing some stuff for the rollout for the album too. So definitely check those socials. And yeah, this has been the first episode of the Heritage Podcast. Thank you.
My name, so we just get started.